This is Pastor Bill Walden here, Build Up the Church. It is January the 14th. Hope you had a great Sunday today. Some challenging words from Jesus out of Matthew chapter 10. Let me read to you, starting at verse 37. He who loves father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he who loves son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he who does not take his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. And he who finds his life will lose it, and he who loses his life for my sake will find it. Let's start from that last verse. Jesus said, if you find your life, you're going to lose it. And Jesus often spoke in what seemed to be paradoxes, things that just didn't make sense. They seemed to be backwards. There are so many people today, and I understand, and I never want to blame people's intentions or anything like that, because we're all made of the same stuff. We all have the same desires to be loved and appreciated and to find our purpose in life. And I understand all of that stuff. I think God made us that way. But sometimes we spend so much time trying to find out who we are, kind of based on our own terms. I want to find out who I am, but I don't dare want to have Jesus tell me that I need to surrender who I am. I don't want to have to lose something in order to find it. I want to just find it. And we kind of set the agenda for ourselves regarding what's life all about. Life is all about, according to the Bible, and I believe this, is about knowing Jesus. And to know Jesus, you quit trying to find your life, but rather you give up your life, and then you discover your life. Jesus gave some very clear parallels here. He says, if you love your father or mother more than me, if you love your son or daughter more than me, if you love yourself more than me, then you're not worthy of me. One of the things that I've heard both in and out of the church is family first. And it has become a mantra among those in the church and outside of the church, family first. To the human mind, it sounds so logical. It sounds so right that I would put my wife first. I would put my kids before any other adult children. I would put my grandchildren before any other young kids that are grandchildren. I would put my family first. And I have always believed that I have had a great responsibility towards my family, but my family doesn't come first. If my family comes first, then I'm going to let my family dictate how I should live. But Jesus said, listen, if you want to follow me, you have to put me first. Now, some people will push back on that and they'll say, the church will keep you busy, the church will take up all your time. We even have a saying among pastors that some women are ministry widows. Their pastor thinks, their husband thinks they have to be at the church, 4, 5, 6, 7 days or nights per week. They're a deacon, they're an elder in the church. They're widows. They lost their husband to the church. That's true. That happens, and I'm sorry that ever happens to anybody. But listen, if I put Jesus first, he dictates to me when my family really needs me, and then I'll walk away from church activities. Or he'll dictate to me when the church really needs me, and then I'll walk away from family activities. And if I put Jesus first, he's vitally interested in my family. He's vitally interested in my life. He's vitally interested in my life as a pastor and the life of the church. He knows exactly what the balance should be. And it's not 50-50. It's not 60-40. It's a moving target. Sometimes my family really needs me to be there. Sometimes my family is okay and they don't need the attention. People at church need the attention, or something going on with my pastoral ministry needs the attention. It's a moving target. There's been plenty of times when I've been pulling out of the driveway a couple of days before my wife's birthday. I'm off to Europe, or I'm off to South America, or something like that. I've missed birthdays. I've missed these things because some folks, and please don't get mad at me, okay? Some folks say family first. I'm not going to go do this. I'm not going to do that. Family first. I have to be there for the birthday. I have to be there. Well, then who's dictating your schedule? It's your family and you. And but Jesus said, if you want to follow me, I have to come before all of them. And if Jesus is who he says he is, was who he said he was, he deserves that priority. And I really firmly believe that if a man is following, not the church, but if a man is following Jesus in his own heart, he's going to be the best man that he can be, both for his family and for the church. And there won't be any loss. There'll be nothing but wins. There'll be nothing but gains. So some things to think about. Matthew 10, verses 37 to 39. Read it over, chew on it, let God speak to you. Thanks for watching.